Hey guys, Samer with Wooden HS. This is Social Studies Honor Society AP NSL Review. This is going to be Unit 4, Part 1. So this is Congress. Alright? This is the Congress portion of the review. The next video will probably be the presidency, and the one after that will probably be bureaucracy. So the Congress one's a long one, though, so we'll be sitting here for a little while. Or at least I will be. I don't know how long you're going to listen to me ramble. Alright, Article 1. Part of Constitution stating formal powers of Congress. Framers' intent for legislative branch, overall most powerful branch, listens to the people. Farmers' intent for senators. It's framers. Framers' intent for it is late. Deliberative, more relaxed. Framers' intent for representatives, closer to the people because it's larger, it's stricter, more rules. Qualifications to become a senator: 9 years a citizen, age 30, live in state they're representing. Qualifications to be a representative: 7 years a citizen, age 25, live in state representing. So checks on Congress: veto, judicial review, reapportionment, changing electoral votes per state depending on populations shifts from census data. Redistricting states just to make each population of each district equal. Congressional staff advise, take phone calls, send letters, paperwork, research, draft legislation. They're just helping out Congress members. Constituency services, so volunteers, get out the vote services, which is GOTV. Telephoning, mail services. So 1/3 of the Congress's staff is constituency services. That's a silly word. Legislative services: Congressional Research Service, Government Accountability Office, Congress Budget Office, Management, additional support to aid researching, drafting legislation, scheduling hearings, all that great stuff. Casework, information on court cases, other lawsuits. Franking privilege, already went over in the previous video. Log rolling: legislator supports a postal favored by another in return for support in his or her state. Specialization: congressmen who are experts in their fields, giving facts and issues to other fellow congressmen. Decentralization, what it means for a congressman or woman, is confliction with congressmen for wanting to pass earmarks. Formal structure of Congress: Speaker of the House, President is the Vice President is the pro tempore. Oh, I'm sorry. Formal structure of Congress is Speaker of the House in the House of Representatives, and then there's the President pro tempore, which is the Vice President of the United States. Informal structure of Congress: committees, all types, major and minority leader. There's also whips. Committee system breaks down House of Congress into specific groups based on issues, expertise, experience, etc. Subcommittees: specific group of congressmen or women who come from a committee. Selection for committees: expertise, issues, experience, seniority. There's committee chairs, leaders of committees, influence congressional agenda, manage committee bills, hiring staff, appointing subcommittees, scheduling hearings. There's also a markup session: committees amending or rewriting a proposed legislation. And now we have seniority: oldest member in a committee, thus receiving committee chair. That is more common with the Republican Party. There's party leadership, so can cast deciding vote in close nominations. There's superdelegates, and that's for the Democratic Party, or elected officials who go to national conventions without running in primaries or caucuses. Examples of standing committees: Rules Committee, Republican steering committees, major party controls, all committees, always. Joint committees, both House and Senate members included. Conference committee: senators and House of Representatives have a committee to iron out differences in senators in sections of a bill. I'm sorry. Standing committees, committees that stay. Oh, the previous term I just said was conference committee, not a standing committee. If I said standing committee on accident, a standing committee is committees that stay and are not altered each new Congress. Select and special committees, a committee that is not permanent, made up of specific representatives because of experience. Rules Committee, only in House of Representatives, set debate times. Ways and Means Committee, a committee along with Senate Finance Committee that writes the tax code. Divided government, different parties hold each House of Congress, or president is different from Congress. Unified government, government and president are of the same party. The Wars Power Act / resolution limits president's authority to deploy troops, has 48 hours to notify Congress and 30 days to remove troops. The purpose of this act was to limit the president's ability to make war, especially after Vietnam. Filibuster, Senate power to speak about a bill or issue for an unlimited amount of time. Cloture stops a filibuster. You need 60 votes to do that. Congressional oversight reviews activities of government agencies, departments, or offices. Committee hearings, committees collect and analyze info while in the early stages of legislature policymaking. Legislative veto, even though it is rarely used. Override presidential veto, 2/3 vote in both houses of Congress. Appropriations, reapportioning electional votes for states according to population. Sorry. I have trouble speaking. Incumbent, elected official that is in office, the incumbency advantage I went over in a previous episode. The amendment process is 2/3 vote in Congress, 3/4 of states ratify. How members vote, what influences them is colleagues, constituencies, lobbyists, log rolling. And so the different types of senators or representatives are usually one of the three, and that's a trustee who listens and votes based on their own opinion, a politico who votes as a trustee and a delegate who listen and vote the way constituencies want, so the people in their home region want them to. Congress and PACs raise money from interest groups and gives it to candidates limited by Federal Election Campaign Act. There's the fiscal policy, financial policy, so taxes, spending, budget. Those are big. Revolving door, so ex-government officials work with old colleagues as they go into lobbying. And litmus test is to figure out or indicate whether a candidate's campaign is successful, public opinion, state on topic, test, or poll. And that concludes our first part of Congress Unit 4.